What we need is a long-term training in the virtue called chastity. Oh man, do we ever have to rehabilitate this word? This word has been so maligned, so rejected, so put down. We hear the word chastity and we think just one big no. And we think, oh my gosh, to do things the chaste way, to do things the, quote, moral way, boy, doesn't that just cut down on spontaneity? Doesn't that take away all the fun? Well, I'm feeling spontaneous right now, and so I think I'll play the piano. Is that all right with you guys? Yeah? I'm just feeling spontaneous. So I'm just going to spontaneously play. Ready? No. You hypocrites. Did you really think that was worth applauding? In fact, this is very telling. This is what we're doing as a culture. We are applauding meaningless noise. Anybody can get up to a piano and bang on it and make meaningless noise. Does anybody here play the piano? Like actually, Sean is your name? Sean. Would you be willing to?
Yeah.
Go for it. Let's see what Sean can do on the piano. Keep going, brother. You know what we're hearing? The virtue of chastity. Sean, I imagine you've taken some lessons, huh? I imagine there are times when you were taking your lessons that, I don't know, maybe your friends were outside playing and you wish you could have gone and played, but you had to discipline yourself, right? You had to make some sacrifices, right? To learn how to play the piano, did you not?
Definitely.
Would you say those sacrifices were worth it?
Yes.
Would we say those sacrifices were worth it?
Yes.
This is a really, really pertinent analogy. Would we rather make beautiful music or make meaningless noise? But behind this beautiful music, years and years of sacrifice, discipline, training. That's chastity. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. Give Sean a hand. Now you might be saying to yourself, oh, Christopher, how am I ever going to get there? I mean, I'm seeing what you're saying here, and so much of what I've been doing is just meaningless noise. What do I do? Anybody, any human being with 2 minutes of instruction can do this. Anybody on the planet can do that. 2 minutes of instruction. Isn't that, I mean, it's not Beethoven, but isn't that better than... Yes? Okay, so maybe you're not a concert pianist. But even the concert pianist started with Mary Had a Little Lamb. So accept where you are on the journey of learning how to make beautiful music, so to speak, and stick with it. Stay with it. chastity is not merely refusing to bang on the keyboard, as if it's just a negation of the piano. You know, a lot of people abstain from sex for all the wrong reasons. If chastity is to be authentic chastity, look at the top of page 20 here. The truly chaste person exercises self-control in sexual matters not out of a negativity towards sex, but out of deep love for the incomparable value of the body and sex, in order to protect this glorious treasure of sexuality. In other words, the chaste person abstains from that temptation to bang on the piano, not because the piano's bad, but to learn instead how to make beautiful music, which demands refraining from the meaningless noise. This is an apprenticeship. It's a lifelong journey. Nobody can ever say, I've arrived, I'm totally chaste, I'm totally pure. No, it's an ongoing journey of learning how to integrate the sexual value of the human being with the true dignity of the human being. Look at the way John Paul II puts it. 3a. The essence of chastity consists in quickness to reject sex because it's bad, tainted, dirty, and evil. Do I hear an amen? No! Oh. No. Look at what it is. The essence of chastity consists not in a quickness to reject sexuality, but in quickness to affirm the value of the person in every situation. And in raising to this value of the person all the reactions we have in our heart to the person's body and sexuality. Let me make this more practical or more applicable in our everyday lives. Suppose I'm walking across campus here, like any college student, and a woman's walking my way whom I find very, very attractive, and all of a sudden I feel this rush of all this emotion, desire, attraction, etc. I must make a choice of my will. Here's how we integrate all that raw material. I must choose with a firm decision of my will. I am not going to treat her in my mind or my heart as a thing for my pleasure. I'm going to say no to banging on the piano in order to say yes to her true dignity as a person made in the image and likeness of God. And so I've come up with all kinds of quick little prayers in my heart to deal with these temptations. We're always going to have these temptations to treat other persons as objects. The fancy word in theology is called concupiscence. Concupiscence refers to the disordering of our desires that happened with original sin. And the virtue of chastity is the virtue that untwists all that's gotten twisted up by sin. Concupiscence twists it all up. Chastity untwists it.